Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om. Om Satchidananda-rūpāya Krishnāya Klishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedyāya Gurave Buddhisakshine. So, Shloka. Loka dhyaksha-sura dhyakshaha dharma dhyaksha krita-kritaha caturātmā caturvyūhaha caturdamṣṭras-caturbhujaha. So, the first line had 4 names. We have seen those 4 names. The second line also has 4 names, which we have to see. Caturātmā, the first name among the second line, second line, the 4 names. Okay, caturātmā. Caturātmā. Atma means Swarupa. In that sense, Parāśara Bhatta takes it as 4 forms. 4 forms of the 4 forms which we have been seeing all these days. In the form of Pradyumna, he is doing that. In the form of Aniruddha, he is doing that, etc. Right? So, Vasudeva, Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. All these are the 4 forms of Bhagavan Vishnu. That is how he takes it as in this name. But Bhagavan Bhāṣyakara takes this in a different way. He says Caturātmā means his glory. 4 kinds of glory during the creation, etc. periods. Okay, that is how he takes. Now, Caturātmā, Atma, the base word is Atman. I have been repeating this, Atman, Caturātman. So, the 4th case will be Caturātmane. Namaval will be, application will be Om Caturātmane Namaha. Om Caturātmane Namaha. Om Caturātmane Namaha. Om Caturātmane Namaha. Okay? Now, Bhāṣya. Sargādiṣu pṛthagvibhūtayaḥ chatastraḥ ātmāno yasya sa caturātmā. Sargādiṣu, during the creation, etc. pṛthagvibhūtayaḥ, 4 different kinds of glories. Chatastraḥ, 4 different kinds of glories. Ātmāno yasya, whose nature, whose form is, that is called as Caturātmā. He is called as Caturātmā. One who has 4 kinds of glories during the creation, etc. states, different kinds of glories during the creation, etc. states is called as a Caturātmā. Okay. Now, how do you explain this? What are the 4 glories? He brings in viṣṇurmanvādayaḥ shlokas, 3 shlokas from that to explain the creation, sustenance and the dissolution states. 4 glories in these 3 states. Okay. In fact, this should be the shloka proof for Parāśara Bhatta also, because it is Vishnu Purana. He should have used this. But instead of that, he uses this 4 names. Bhagavan Bhāṣyakara uses this for the next name, Caturdhā. For that, he uses these 4 names. But he carries, sometimes he does that. When Bhagavan Bhāṣyakara gives 4 choices, he takes 1 choice as his own. And sometimes when whatever he says later, he takes it before. So that is what he did here also. Brahmā dakṣādayaḥ kālaḥ stathaivākhilajantavaḥ vibhūtayo hareretā jagataḥ sṛṣṭihetavaḥ viṣṇurmanvādayaḥ kālaḥ sarvabhūtāni dvija sthiternimittabhūtasya viṣṇuretā vibhūtayaḥ rudraḥ kālo'ntakādyāśca samastāścaiva jantavaḥ caturdhā pralayāyaitā janārdanavibhūtayaḥ iti vaiṣṇavapurāṇe. Vishnu Purana is the place where you see this. Brahmā dakṣādayaḥ kālaḥ stathaivākhilajantavaḥ vibhūtayaḥ hareretā jagataḥ sṛṣṭihetavaḥ yetaḥ hare vibhūtayaḥ. These 4 are Hari's. These are Hari's glories, greatness. Jagataḥ sṛṣṭihetavaḥ. These are the cause for the creation of this cosmos, this world, universe. What are they? These 4. What are they? Brahmā, Daksha, etc. Kālaḥ, and similarly Akhilajantavaḥ, all the beings. So kālaḥ means time. Okay. Akhilajantavaḥ means all the people, all the beings. Dakṣādayaḥ, Brahma, we know Brahmaji is the cause for creation. We know Dakṣādayaḥ. Daksha is a the son of Brahma. See, Brahma created a Manasaputra. These are all sons born of mind. Okay, so Brahmaji first created Sanat Kumara, etc. So what happened is these four people, they were very smart. So they said, this is useless job. They even before they were appointed, they quit and they went into seclusion to understand the truth. Okay, so they didn't get involved. Brahmaji's son himself didn't get involved, and so that is a different story. So Brahma, so he created with the technical change. He said, okay, these fellows, if I put this chip there, then probably this will not be there. So he created Daksha, etc. So they are people who assist him during the creation. Okay, so Brahma, Daksha, etc. These two are things which Brahma, for creation, we know. Daksha, etc. is his assistant. That's all. Okay. The rest two is nothing but the time and beings. Time, it's a common factor for every state. Because janyanam janakaha kālaḥ jagatam āśrayo matah. That is what the logicians accepted. For everything, time is a common cause. Anything that happens in the realm of creation, time is the common cause. So whether it's creation, sustenance, or dissolution, time is the cause. So you will see time in all the three states, in all the three states of creation, sustenance, etc. Similarly, what is this creation or sustenance or destruction for? For the people. So you will also see the beings, akhilajantavaḥ. So time and the beings are common in all the three periods, in all the three creation, etc. states. And Brahmaji is the creator, so you know. Vishnu is the sustainer, you know. Rudra is this one who destroys the creation. You know that also. So the assistants, some extra assistants, that's the only thing. You don't have to remember their names, but this is the idea, okay? Simple to understand. The four greatness, Brahma, creator, his assistant, time and beings. So similarly, viṣṇurmanvādayaḥ kālaḥ sarvabhūtāni dvija sthiternimittabhūtasya viṣṇoretā vibhūtayaḥ viṣṇuhu manvādayaḥ kālaḥ sarvabhūtāni ca he dvija sthiternimittabhūtasya viṣṇoretā vibhūtayaḥ. Vishnu's greatness, these are the glories of Vishnu for the sake of sustenance. Okay, O dvija, O twice born, remember this, these are the four glories of Vishnu for maintaining the creation. What are they? Vishnu himself, Manvādayaḥ, Manu, etc. The Man mantra, etc. That we say, he is assistant to sustain. The Manu Smriti is the rule book. So similarly, there are so many Manus. So those people who assist the creation, sustenance, and kālaḥ, time, then sarvabhūtāni, all the beings. Okay, so time and beings are common, I said. Next is rudraḥ kālo'ntakādyāśca samastāścaiva jantavaḥ caturdhā pralayāyaitā janārdanavibhūtayaḥ. Rudraḥ kālaḥ antakādyāśca samastāścaiva jantavaḥ caturdhā pralayāyaitā janārdanavibhūtayaḥ. These are four glories of Janārdana. Janam ardayati nashayati iti Janārdana. In that sense, hinsayati iti Janārdana. One who destroys the people. During the destruction, that is what he is going to do, torture or destroy. So, Rudra in the form of Kāla-Agni Rudra. Okay. Then, Antakādyāśca. I'll shift the Kāla to the next thing, place. Antakādyāśca, his assistants, Antaka, etc. Antaka means one who brings Anta. Anta-ka. So one who brings things to end, Yama. Okay, Yama, etc. his assistant for destruction. Under kālaḥ, time, as usual. Samastāścaiva jantavaḥ, all these beings. Okay, so Rudra, Yama, time, beings. So we have Brahma, Daksha, his assistants, time, beings. Vishnu, his assistants, time, being. Rudra, his assistants, time, being. These are the glories of Vishnu during the creation, etc. period. Iti Viṣṇavapurāṇe. This is what is said in the Vaishnava Purana, Vishnu Purana. Okay. Next name, Chaturvyūhaha. Chaturvyūhaha. Parashara Bhatta, since he has explained this Chaturvyūha, the four names for the previous name, the four forms for the previous name, here he says Chaturvyūha means the four vyūha, the formation, the four formation, like you make these formations during the battlefield, right? So that is the formation. Okay. Now the four formation here is a Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, and Turiya. These are the four states. We call it four avasthas, states. He calls it four vyūhas. Okay. Now, what are these? What is waking state? Jagrata. He explains it as where the sense organ functions, that is Jagrata. Okay. Now, what is Swapna? What is dream state? Where the sense organs don't function, but mind functions, that is Swapna state. Okay. Then Sushupti. What is Sushupti? Deep sleep state. Where this mind also does not function, but prana functions, that is deep sleep state. What is Turiya? Where prana also ceases to function, that is Turiya state. There is no prana also. Even Yoga Sutra explains this as Dirghascha Sukshmascha. It becomes very elongated and very subtle. Okay, even in the Samadhi, it is so. So you need not talk about the state of Vishnu. Okay, now Chaturvyūha. Okay, Bhagavan Bhashyakara explains this Chaturvyūha as a Vasudeva, etc. Those four: Vasudeva, Sankarshna, Aniruddha, Pradyumna. Okay, now Chaturvyūha. Chaturvyūhaya, fourth case. So Namavali is Om Chaturvyūhaya Namaha. Om Chaturvyūhaya Namaha. Om Chaturvyūhaya Namaha. Om Chaturvyūhaya Namaha. Okay, Chaturvyūhaya Namaha. Bhashya. Vyūhyātmānaṃ. Vyūhyātmānaṃ caturdhā vai. Vāsudevādimūrtibhiḥ. sṛṣṭyādīn prakarotyesha viṣṇurātmā janārdanavibhūtayaḥ. vyūhyātmānaṃ caturdhā vai. Vāsudevādimūrtibhiḥ sṛṣṭyādīn prakaroti. Yesha viṣṇurātmā janārdanavibhūtayaḥ. This Janārdana, what he does is he creates in these four formations, he manages the creation aspect, creation etc. aspects through Vasudeva etc. in four forms: Vasudeva, Sankarshna, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. Okay, that is what is iti Vyasa Vachana Chaturvyūha. This is what Vyasa says. So these are the four vyūhas. These four people are the four forms of Vishnu, are the four vyūhas, formations. Okay. Caturdhamstraḥ. Next name is Caturdhamstraḥ. Parashara Bhatta explains, see, through the Chaturvyūha, the waking etc. states, one who is beyond these states is a Caturdhamstraḥ, means in the form of the four teeth, which is Narasimhavatara. So in the form of Narasimhavatara, one who is beyond these four states is a Caturdhamstraḥ. That is how he explains it. Bhagavan Bhashyakara gives two meanings for this. Caturdhamstraḥ means one with four teeth in the form of Narasimha, or one with four horns. Okay, that is also possible. So in these two ways he explains. So Caturdhamstraḥ, fourth case will be therefore fourth case will be Caturdhamstrāya. So Namavali Om Caturdhamstrāya Namaha. Om Caturdhamstrāya Namaha. Om Caturdhamstrāya Namaha. Om Caturdhamstrāya Namaha. Bhashya. Damstraha chatasro yasyeti Caturdhamstraḥ. Nrsimha vigraha. Damstraha, the jawline or the teeth. One who has four teeth is called as Caturdhamstraḥ. A four tooth. Now in the form of Nrsimha vigraha, in the form of Nrsimha. Okay, that is the idea. Yadva. Otherwise, it can be interpreted in another way. How? Sadrishyadva shringam damstra ityuchyate. Since there is a similarity, you can call the horns as a damstra, teeth. How can horns be teeth, similar to teeth? See, it is thick on the at the bottom, at the beginning, and sharp at the tip end. Okay, that is common for horn also. So if you see the teeth, the four teeth of Narasimha, which is protruding outside, see, in the form of the big avatara, right? So there he had only two teeth from boar avatara. So he had only two teeth. Here he has four teeth, right? So in that form, the two teeth which protrudes from bottom jaw to top, if you see that similar to the horn. So four horns. But how can you say four horns? Where do you see four horns? So he says, Chatvari Shringaha iti Shrutehe. There is Taittiriya Shruti and also Rigveda Samhita, which says there are four horns. Okay, so four horns. Chaturbhujaha. Next is Chaturbhujaha. Chaturbhujaha. Pararupam. Again, he is talking about four hands. Four shoulders means four hands. One who has four hands is Chaturbhujaha, supreme form of Vishnu. Now, Bhagavan Bhashyakara interprets this simply as one who has four forms, four hands, is Chaturbhujaha. Okay, strong shoulders, four hands. Chaturbhujaha, aha. So, Chaturbhujaya, fourth case. So, Namavali is Om Chaturbhujaya Namaha, Om Chaturbhujaya Namaha, Om Chaturbhujaya Namaha, Om Chaturbhujaya Namaha. Okay. Chatvaro bhujaha asyeti chaturbhujaha. One who has four hands is a chaturbhujaha. For the sake of protecting the world, that is the idea. Okay, two more hands, extra hands. Next shloka. Bhrajishnuhu bhojanam bhokta. Bhrajishnur bhojanam bhokta. Bhrajishnur bhojanam bhokta. Bhrajishnur-bhojanam bhokta. Sahishnuhu Jagad-adijaha. Jagad-adijaha. It's one name. Jagad-adijaha is one name. Just breaking it for pronunciation. Sahishnur-Jagad-adijaha. 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 Bhrajishnur-bhojanam bhokta. Sahishnur-Jagad-adijaha. Bhrajishnur-bhojanam bhokta. Sahishnur-Jagad-adijaha. Next line. Anagha Vijayaha Jeta. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Vishvayonihi Punarvasuhu. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. From the beginning. Bhrajishnur-bhojanam bhokta. Sahishnur-Jagad-adijaha. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. Bhrajishnur-bhojanam bhokta. Sahishnur-Jagad-adijaha. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. Once more. Bhrajishnur-bhojanam bhokta. Sahishnur-Jagad-adijaha. Anagho Vijayo Jeta. Vishvayonih Punarvasuhu. The names here are Bhrajishnuhu, Bhojanam, Bhokta, Sahishnuhu, Jagad-adijaha. 5 names in the first line. Then Anagaha, Vijayaha, Jeta, Vishvayonihi, Punarvasu. 5 names in the second line. So totally 10 names in the shloka. The one thing that which is, see, in the previous or the penultimate shloka we saw, Vedavit, twice in the same line. Vedavit, Vedavit. Okay, repetition we see. So here also we see one repetition. Vishva Yonihi is a repetition. I explained what Yoni in three different meanings. Yoni means cause, Yoni means the female genital, and Yoni means the base for Shivalinga. So three meanings. Vishva Yoni, same word. Okay, Vishva Yonihi. Let's see this. So Bhrajishnu. So Parashara Bhatta says, for the people who worship him, Upasitrabhyo Prakashanishila, he presents himself in the glorious form, the effulgent form. That is what Bhrajishnu means. So it's from root word Bhrajru Deepto. So Bhrajru Deepto, effulgence. So that which is a self-effulgent. That is what is the meaning. Bhagavan Bhashikara says, Prakasha Ekasvarasatva. That touches of the changeless self-effulgent form. Okay? Bhrajishnu Uhu. Therefore, Bhrajishnave is the fourth case. Om Bhrajishnave Namaha. Om Bhrajishnave Namaha. Om Bhrajishnave Namaha. Om Bhrajishnave Namaha. Bhashya. Prakasha Ekarasatvad Bhrajishnu. Since he is of the nature of changeless, Ekarasa means changeless, one nature. Changeless Prakasha, effulgence. So one who is of the changeless effulgent form, meaning self-effulgent form. Because whatever is a parat of prakasha, whatever is illumined by something else, that is a changing. So this is one changeless illumination, effulgence. Okay. So Bhrajishnu. Next is Bhojanam. Bhojanam means food. So in the sense of Bhojanam, Parashara Bhatta explains, those people who worship, they experience him. They experience his bliss. In the sense, then that sense, he explains, without any effort, they enjoy him, enjoy his greatness, his bliss. In that sense, he explains. Now, Bhagavan Bhashakara explains, Bhojanam, food means the Prakriti, the Maya is the food. Okay? In that sense, he explains. Bhojanam, we have seen similar word, Pavitram. Pavitram, Pavitraya. Similarly, Bhojanam, Bhojanaya. Okay? Om Bhojanaya Namaha. Om Bhojanaya Namaha. Om Bhojanaya Namaha. Om Bhojanaya Namaha. In front of the food, if you say Om Bhojanaya Namaha, oh, food, salutations to you, food. But here, even if you say that the Bhojana is the word for Vishnu, so Om Bhojanaya Namaha is also a chant for Vishnu. Okay. Now, Bhojya, in even pun-intended way, if you are going to say, oh, I don't believe the other gods, food is my god. Even if you say it in such way, in that name also, Bhojana, the word itself is an reference to Vishnu, God. Bhojya Rupadaya Prakritihi Maya Bhojana Muchyate. In the form of Bhojya, object of experience, Prakriti exists. Prakriti, if you just say Prakriti without giving a synonym, he says Prakritihi Maya. He gives a synonym. Prakriti means we are referring to Maya, not the Prakriti. Because if you accept Prakriti, then the next is Purusha Rupa in the form of Purusha. He experiences. So experiences Purusha and experiences Prakriti. And this is what is explained by Sankhyans. Prakriti creates for the enjoyment of the Purusha. Prakriti creates everything for the enjoyment of Purusha. So that in that system it will go. So Prakriti is not that, Prakriti is Maya. How can you accept Prakriti to be Maya? Because Shvetashvara Upanishad says, Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyat, Mayinam tu Maheshwaram, understand the Maya to be Prakriti and Mayi to the wielder of Maya as Maheshwara. Okay? Now, therefore, Maya is the food. In the form of Jiva, Maya is what is experienced by us. Maya, the effect of Maya is what is experienced by us. Therefore, Maya, because the whole creation is a transformation of Maya, seeming transformation of Maya. Okay, not transformation, Vivarta, seeming transformation of Maya. And the substratum for that seeming transformation is a Brahman, the self, or Vishnu, whatever. Okay? Bhokta, the next name is Bhokta. Bhokta. Bhokta is experiencer. So here Parashara Bhatta explains as this as a swayamapi tad arpitasya prapanadehe amrtasyaiva. So he experiences, he is the one who is the experiencer. Who? Vishnu. How does he experience? He experiences whatever they provide him, whatever they offer him. Those things he experiences it, enjoys it. He does not enjoy it. Oh, you also brought the same chocolate. You also brought the same fruit. No. He experiences, enjoys that like a nectar. One experiences the elixir, the nectar. We don't treat it cheap. So that is how he treats your offering. Okay? Bhokta. Now, Bhokta is explained as in the form of Purusha, in the form of Jiva, he is the one who is experiencer. Okay? By Bhagavan Bhashyakara. Bhokta, like dhata, is dhatre. That's the third case. Similarly here, Bhokta is a bhoktre, not Atma, Atman. So we saw some words like that. Manasa, Mana, Manas. So here, Bhokta is Bhoktru. Bhuja is the root word. Bhuja, Palane. So to enjoy, to protect. So here, Bhuju plus a Truch Pratyaya, Bhoktru. Okay. Now, Bhokta, Bhoktre. That is the fourth case. Om Bhoktre Namaha. Om Bhoktre Namaha. Om Bhoktre Namaha. Om Bhoktre Namaha. Bhashya. Purusha Rupena Tam Prakritim Bhunkta iti Bhokta. In the form of Purusha, in the form of Jiva, he is the one who is experiencing everything. Right from the firstborn till the smallest of insect. Everything is experienced. Being the indweller, he is the one who is experiencer. Okay. So, Bhokta, Sahishnu. Next word is Sahishnu. Sahishnu. Here, Parashara Bhatta explains a full, huge paragraph for this. He is Sahishnu. He tolerates you. Sahishnu means one who tolerates. He tolerates you. What does he tolerate? Oh, he tolerates whatever, simply put, he tolerates all your sins. That is what he is trying to say. He says, whatever sins you did in the past, present or future, whatever sins you did through your sense organs, etc., whatever sins you did through your mind, etc., whatever sins you did knowingly or unknowingly, whatever sins you did to the God, whatever sins you did to the devotees, huge paragraph. So he tolerates it. That's the idea. Okay. Now, Sahishnuhu. Bhagavan Bhashyakara explains this as since the Hiranyaksha, etc., the demons, he is one who overpowers them. Therefore, he is called as Sahishnu. Samhate iti Sahishnu. Sahate iti Sahishnu. One who tolerates or one who overpowers is Sahishnu. Okay. Now, Sahishnuhu. So, Sahishnave is the fourth case. Om Sahishnave Namaha. Om Sahishnave Namaha. Om Sahishnave Namaha. Om Sahishnave Namaha is the Namavali application. Okay. Now, Sahishnuhu. Bhashya. Hiranyakshādīn sahate avibhavati iti Sahishnuhu. One who overpowers Hiranyaksha, etc., demons is called as Sahishnuhu. This Abhibhavati is normally interpreted as overpowering. He controls them. He defeats them. But there is another possibility, which is you put them down. Put them down means you destroy them. Okay, that is the meaning, right? Put them down. I put him down, meaning you killed him, or you put him down. You showed him in a very bad way, bad light, right? So that is the interpretation. Abhibhavati means he puts them down. Means, see, let us say Hiranyaksha are the demons. He overpowered them, defeated them. Okay. But overpowering or defeating is what? You are showing them in a very bad light. You show them below your stature. Like, okay, so let us say, I tolerate you. If you say, I tolerate you to another person, I am just tolerating this person. He may be of a very high position. But if you say you tolerate him, you are putting him down. You are showing him in a very bad light. You are not giving him the respect. You won't tolerate God or Guru. You cannot tolerate. You don't tolerate. But you can tolerate a person in a higher position. This is our karma. So let us tolerate. Right? So when you tolerate some person, then that means you are showing him in a bad light. You are putting him down. That is what is avibhavati sahate. Okay? We'll see this. Om purnamadaḥ purnamidam purnāt purnamudachyate purnasya purnamādaya purnamevāvaṣiṣyate. Om shanti shanti shanti.